Hello. Welcome to today's pack opening. Today we have a Kamigawa Neon Dynasty draft booster, which I will be cracking open and making a pack one, pick one, as if I were in an actual draft. I'm going to include timestamps below if you would like to jump ahead and see the contents of the pack as well as my pick. But otherwise, stick around and get cozy as we appreciate every single card in this pack. Let's get started. Gift of Wrath, 3 and a red, enchantment, aura, common. Enchant artifact or creature. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +2/+2 and has menace. When Gift of Wrath leaves the battlefield, create a 2/2 red spirit creature token with menace. Uncharted Haven, land, common. Uncharted Haven enters the battlefield tapped. As Uncharted Haven enters the battlefield, choose a color. Add 1 mana of the chosen color. Untouched by mortal or kami, unspoiled by their wars. I think this card is generally decent in this format. An enter the battlefield tapped land is not always ideal, but with the amount of splashing for 3 colors, I think having this land is definitely useful to get your 3rd color, or just have it be whatever you need. Kami of Terrible Secrets, 3 and a black, creature, spirit, common, 3/4. When Kami of Terrible Secrets enters the battlefield, if you control an artifact and an enchantment, you draw a card and you gain 1 life. It feeds on things better left unknown, savoring the bitterness of lies and regrets. Generally, I think paying 4 mana for a 3/4 isn't usually that good, but with the amount of incidental artifacts and enchantments you end up drafting in this set, it's pretty easy to get that draw a card and gain 1 life effect. So this card ends up being quite good. Fade into Antiquity, 2 and a green, sorcery, common, exile target artifact or enchantment. Memories fade and wither with time. If we do not nurture the garden of history, we may once more wander blindly through the barren lands. Reki, founder of the Living Historians. Again, in this set, this effect is quite powerful with all of the sagas and the enchantment creatures that come from those sagas, or creatures that are incidentally enchantments or artifacts. It's quite easy for this spell to turn into creature removal, and otherwise exiling one of the pieces of powerful equipment, or enchantments like that stab wound enchantment. Um, Very powerful effect, and this card I think is better in this set than it generally would be. Short Circuit, 1 and a blue. Enchantment Aura, common. Flash. Enchant artifact or creature. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets -3, -0, and loses flying. Tamiyo's Safekeeping, green, instant, common. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. You gain 2 life. To keep the reality chip out of Jin Kataxis' hands, the Wanderer entrusted it to Tamiyo. I think unfortunately we all know how that ended. Crackling Emergence, 1 and a red. Enchantment, Aura, common. Enchant land you control. Enchanted land is a 3/3 red spirit creature with haste. It's still a land. If enchanted land would be destroyed, instead sacrifice Crackling Emergence and that land gains indestructible until end of turn. Not too bad. Effectively a 3/3 for 2 as long as you have the land to spare. Dragonfly Suit, 2 and a white. Artifact, vehicle, common, 3/2. Flying, crew 1. Not bad for a vehicle. Fang of Shigeki, green. Enchantment creature, snake ninja, common, 1/1, death touch. Let me give you a taste of the poison you've poured into our land. Shigeki, founder of the Order of Jukai. The Modern Age, 1 and a blue. Enchantment, saga, common. Chapters 1 and 2, draw a card, then discard a card. Chapter 3, exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield, transformed under your control. Vector Glider, enchantment creature, spirit, flying, 2/3. It drifted from the spirit realm into a neon world full of new possibilities and decided to stay. Certainly a powerful saga, one that I would be happy to draft. Okiba Salvage, 4 and a black, sorcery, uncommon. Return target creature or vehicle card from your graveyard to the battlefield, then put 2 +1/+1 counters on that permanent if you control an artifact and an enchantment. Some fool would rather throw a whole mech away than repair 1 hydraulic actuator. It must be my lucky day. Rabbit Battery, red, artifact creature. Equipment, rabbit, uncommon, 1/1. Haste. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has haste. Reconfigure red. Very good card. I'm really liking the equipment creatures. I think Rabbit Battery is one of the better ones, for sure. Norika Yamasaki, the poet. 2 and a white. Legendary creature, human, samurai. Uncommon, 3/2. Vigilance. Whenever a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, you may cast target enchantment card from your graveyard this turn. The blades will have their say, but peace is built with words. Definitely a card if you plan to go into one of the enchantment archetypes. 2 mana for 3/2 vigilance is not too bad. Maybe the toughness is a little bit on the lower side, but being able to return an enchantment, especially if you have a saga that has died as a creature, you could return maybe a spirited companion or something like that. Definitely a good card if you're able to have that effect. Kaito Shizuki. 1 blue black. Legendary Planeswalker Kaito. Mythic rare. 3 loyalty. At the beginning of your end step, if Kaito Shizuki entered the battlefield this turn, he phases out. +1, draw a card, then discard a card unless you attacked this turn. -2, create a 1/1 blue ninja creature token. With this creature can't be blocked. -7, you get an emblem with whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player. Search your library for a blue or black creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Wow. That is awesome for my first Crack-a-Pack. Blossoming Sands, land, common. Blossoming Sands enters the battlefield tapped. When Blossoming Sands enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Tap, add green or white. Oh. And no token. All right. So here we have the contents of our pack. And I think for me, the answer is pretty clear. For my pack 1, pick 1, I will be selecting our Planeswalker, Kaito Shizuki. I just think each of its abilities are extremely useful. It puts us easily into a blue-black ninjas deck, which is an excellent archetype to be in if we can make it work. So we'll see what gets passed in future packs, but hopefully we can make this happen. there we have it. We will lay out our cards as if we were passing to the next player in the draft. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll be back next week with another Crack-A-Pack, and keep your eyes out for some upcoming videos, including Secret Lair unboxings, tours of my EDH decks, and a lot of fun stuff that I have in the works for you. So again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day.